story about Afghanistan and Osama bin Laden?
Because I don't like violence and I don't like terrorism, and in the name of Islam, what people are trying to do, that doesn't agree with me, and I try to do whatever I can to tell the story that that's not Islam. And to me, actually, in this play, later in the other acts, you will see that he's a Wahhabi, and Wahhabi is not Islam. It's Wahhabism. It's a different sect.
That's a different sect. And it doesn't really have to do anything with Islam. Is that really?
Yes, they portray themselves as Islamic, but they are not Muslims.
And yeah, of course, this is also just a piece of your play, so it would be lovely to read the play. I hope that we can arrange so that the play will be available.
I'm hoping.
Yeah, otherwise we will all email you, but you know.
No,
yeah.
I would send anyone the whole play.
She asked her about Pakistan, but I thought that even the terrorists are going to Pakistan also now.
Yeah.
They are infiltrating Pakistan and trying to destroy Pakistan also.
Yeah.
Which is again dangerous for India.
Yes, that's true.
It's all interconnected.
Yeah, the whole continent is being, those people are being filtered into India and Pakistan, and there are like bombings in India, in Pakistan, and still in Afghanistan. They're still there. But the sad part was the Iraq, because they didn't have any part in that, and when that war happened, it made the situation worse because they fled from there and then they spread all over the world.
I like how you use the humor sense, and that it could be any family sitting in a cottage, but it's a cave in Afghanistan, and so you get so many layers, and it's so because this is such a big subject, and you have to be so careful with it, not to hurt anyone, and so it's really smart to use the comic and also everyday situation to talk about something. I think people can relate to it more, especially.
Yeah, I wanted people to laugh and learn. Like it's if you make it too serious, then people don't learn. So while you're laughing and with the dialogue back and forth, so you get the real picture of what's happening and what's real. And going back to my other writing, because I write about the Mughal emperors, I started from the first Mughal emperor and I'm going to the last one, and 5 of them were published, and the 6th one was very bigot, and I just trying to tell how when people were open and tolerant, the empire flourished. And when they started becoming intolerant gradually, the empire crumbled. And so that was my point in telling that those Muslim emperors in the beginning were tolerant, and then when hatred and bigotry settled in and they started killing people and hating, and that is when the empire really crumbled, because 1600 to 1800, and I think if West remembers anything, they would remember the glory of Taj Mahal, the marble monument of the emperor in memory of his wife. But they have, at one time people said streets of India were paved with gold. And it's not true anymore, but that's what it was. There was so much wealth and jewels and opulence and everything. But everything ends when you become intolerant and hateful and not loving. So that is my message, to be loving to everyone and everything, and being tolerant.
Thank you. I just want to end this day by saying that I'm so